It was a beautiful summer day. The sky was a brilliant shade of blue with not a single cloud in sight. The gentle breeze carried the salty scent of the ocean, making it the perfect day to be outdoors. The sun was shining brightly, casting a golden glow over everything it touched. Its warmth was comforting, like a gentle hug from nature itself. The sunlight danced on the waves, creating a mesmerizing sparkle that was almost hypnotic. The birds were singing sweetly, their melodies blending harmoniously with the sound of the waves. They flitted from tree to tree, their vibrant feathers adding splashes of color to the lush green foliage. It was as if they were celebrating the beauty of the day. It was the perfect day to go to the beach. Families and friends were arriving, their laughter and chatter filling the air. Children ran ahead, eager to build sand castles and splash in the water. The beach was alive with excitement and joy. The waves crashed gently on the shore, their rhythmic sound creating a soothing backdrop to the day's activities. Each wave left behind a trail of foamy bubbles that sparkled in the sunlight before being pulled back into the ocean. Seagulls flew overhead, calling to each other in their distinctive voices. They swooped and soared, occasionally diving down to snatch a morsel of food. Their presence added to the lively atmosphere of the beach. The sand was soft and warm beneath your feet, a comforting contrast to the cool water. Footprints trailed along the shore, telling stories of those who had walked there before. The sand seemed to invite you to leave your own mark. What a wonderful day for an adventure. The possibilities were endless, from exploring tide pools to flying kites or simply lounging under a beach umbrella with a good book. The beach was a playground for the young and the young at heart, offering something for everyone to enjoy. Chelsea and Leah were best friends. They loved to play together. Today, they were going to the beach with their families.
I can't wait to build a sandcastle.
Me too. And let's splash in the waves.
Chelsea and Leah ran towards the sand. They brought their buckets and shovels. They were ready to build the biggest sandcastle ever.
Let's make a tall tower.
Yes, and we can build a moat around it.
After a while, Chelsea and Leah decided to take a break from building. They ran towards the ocean. The cool water felt so good on their toes.
The water feels so nice.
It does. Let's float on our backs for a bit.
Look, Leah, there's something in the sand. Come over here quickly. I think it's something really interesting. I can't quite make out what it is from here, but it looks shiny.
Chelsea spotted something glimmering in the sand. She was curious and excited, wondering what kind of treasure she might have found. The sun was shining brightly, making the object sparkle even more.
It's a shiny red bucket. Look at how it glistens in the sunlight. It's so bright and beautiful. I wonder who left it here.
It was indeed a shiny red bucket, sitting there as if it had been waiting for someone to find it. The bucket looked almost new, with no scratches or dents, and its vibrant red color stood out against the golden sand.
It's bigger than my bucket. I can't believe how large it is. This will be perfect for building sandcastles. My old bucket is so small compared to this one.
It was indeed bigger than her bucket, almost twice the size. Chelsea couldn't wait to use it for their sandcastle building adventures. She imagined all the amazing structures they could create with such a large bucket.
Wow, look at that bucket. It's so shiny and new. I bet we can build the tallest sandcastle ever with this. Let's start right away.
Chelsea exclaimed with joy. She was thrilled about the possibilities that the new bucket presented. Her mind raced with ideas of grand sand castles, complete with towers and moats.
It's amazing. We could build an even bigger sandcastle with that. Imagine how tall and strong it will be. We can make it the best sandcastle on the beach.
Leah saw it too and shared Chelsea's excitement. She could already picture the impressive sandcastle they would build together. The shiny red bucket was like a magical tool that would help them create something extraordinary.
I want to use this bucket. Let's get started right away. We can gather more sand and water with this, and our sandcastle will be the best one ever.
Chelsea picked it up with a big smile on her face. She felt a sense of adventure and creativity bubbling inside her. With the shiny red bucket in hand, she was ready to turn their sandcastle dreams into reality.
But I want to use it too.
I saw it first.
Leah frowned. Chelsea held onto the bucket tightly. Their smiles were gone. They both really wanted to use the red bucket. What could they do? Just then, Chelsea's mom came over.
What's wrong, girls?
Chelsea and Leah explained their problem. They both wanted to use the red bucket. Chelsea's mom smiled.
Well, why don't you share? You can take turns using the bucket.
Chelsea and Leah looked at each other. That was a great idea. They could both use the bucket and build an even bigger sandcastle together. Chelsea and Leah took turns using the red bucket. They collected piles of sand. They built a magnificent sandcastle with tall towers and a wide moat. They laughed and played together. Sharing the bucket made building the sandcastle even more fun.
This is the best sandcastle ever.
It is, and we built it together.
As the sun began to set, Chelsea and Leah packed up their beach toys. The sky was painted in hues of orange and pink, casting a magical glow over the beach. The gentle waves lapped at the shore, creating a soothing soundtrack to their evening. The girls, with their sun-kissed skin and sandy feet, carefully placed their toys into their bags, reminiscing about the day's adventures. They were tired but happy, the kind of tired that comes from a day well spent, filled with laughter, games, and the warmth of the sun. Their smiles were wide and their hearts were full. Each step they took on the soft sand was a reminder of the fun they had, from chasing waves to building sandcastles. They had a wonderful day at the beach. The morning had started with a splash as they ran into the cool, refreshing water. They played tag with the waves, their giggles echoing across the shore. They built elaborate sandcastles complete with moats and towers, and decorated them with seashells they found along the way. They learned that sharing is caring. When Leah's shovel broke, Chelsea didn't hesitate to lend hers. They took turns with the bucket, filling it with wet sand to create the perfect castle. Their teamwork made the experience even more enjoyable, and they discovered that sharing their toys brought them closer together. It made playing together much more fun. They invented new games, combining their toys and imaginations to create adventures only they could understand. Whether it was pretending to be pirates searching for buried treasure or mermaids exploring the ocean, their shared playtime was filled with creativity and joy. They were proud of the magnificent sandcastle they built together. It stood tall and strong, a testament to their hard work and collaboration. As they admired their creation, they felt a sense of accomplishment and pride. The sandcastle was more than just a structure. It was a symbol of their friendship and the memories they made. Chelsea and Leah knew they would be friends forever. Holding hands, they walked along the shore, the cool breeze ruffling their hair. They talked about their dreams and plans for the future, promising to always be there for each other. Their bond was unbreakable, forged through shared experiences and the pure joy of childhood, and they couldn't wait for their next adventure. The beach had become their special place, a sanctuary where they could be themselves and create lasting memories. As they ran towards the horizon, their laughter filled the air, and they knew that no matter where life took them, they would always have each other and the promise of new adventures to come.